quickly, man. He was all we saw was video of him going down the escalators and all of a sudden tossing two people. And he claims it's self-defense. And at one point at the end of the video, he just sits down on something like, yo, I don't want no beef, but I was defending myself. And, security or police, whoever was there, was kind of like trying to get the other two men, to calm down. But bro.
In a significant change in the circumstances, fans of Jim Jones and Chrissy Lehman, who are well known for their intense and frequently tumultuous relationship as depicted on television, were shocked but not entirely surprised by the arrest of Harlem rapper Jim Jones after a heated public altercation with his ex-boyfriend Chris Lampkins. Witnesses reported that a dispute turned into chaos as emotions flared in a crowded public space. The altercation was observed by police enforcement as well as spectators. Despite the fact that hip-hop has long garnered attention on and off screen, this most recent incident brings up important points about the price of loyalty, interpersonal disputes, and the ongoing scrutiny of celebrities. According to a number of witnesses, the evening started out innocently enough when Chrissy and Jim Jones chanced to meet her ex-boyfriend while out for a casual get-together. Despite the friendly pleasantries, it soon became clear that there were still unresolved feelings between the two guys, and the atmosphere immediately changed. Following an apparent disrespectful verbal argument, things became heated. According to reports, Chrissy's ex-partner made a statement about her that sounded purposefully offensive to people in her immediate vicinity. Jim Jones, who has always stood up for his family, was clearly upset. Jones, who grew up in Harlem and has a reputation for being feisty and violent, was committed to controlling the situation. Witnesses reported that the rapper's body language conveyed a mixture of anger and defensiveness as he spoke to the ex. The first was a verbal sparring session. As the two guys exchanged blows, the argument between them descended into a violent altercation that left witnesses astonished, according to a bystander who asked not to be named. Jim wasn't holding back one moment, and the next they were fighting. The wild scene was captured in videos of the incident that swiftly went viral on social media, and even though they tried to defuse the conflict, things just grew worse. While some footage shows the original confrontation, other cameras show the two men fighting physically in front of stunned onlookers. When local police officers saw the chaos and came on the scene within minutes, Jim Jones was placed in handcuffs and taken to a nearby police vehicle. His face was a mixture of despair and frustration at this moment. Jones was charged with assault and disturbing the peace, though it's unknown if Chrissy's ex-boyfriend was also taken into custody or if he intends to file charges.
Dude, me too, bro. Let's break it down. I watched it quite a bit. Because I was like, wait, Jim was in front of these people.
Yeah.
And so, which would say that someone came behind him. And there's older people in front of Jim Jones. Which is probably the most unfortunate part, is that one of the old people got knocked down. I think that old man got hurt bad. He might have been hurt. He wasn't involved. But it looks as if the people behind Jim jumped on Jim, because then Jim's in a position where he lifts the dude up and basically...
Jim Jones, a member of the well-known hip-hop trio Dipset, has previously garnered media attention for reasons unrelated to his musical career. Jones has always had a street reputation, but this credibility has occasionally put him in awkward situations when his dexterity has been put to the test. In addition, his relationship with Chrissy has piqued public interest, particularly after their appearance on Love and Hip Hop. Despite having a strong foundation in love, the couple's relationship has not been without difficulties because social media was flooded with fans and analysts who witnessed the altercation responded differently to the news of Jones's arrest. Many praised the rapper for defending Chrissy, viewing his actions as evidence of his loyalty. Say what you want about Jim, but he's always been a real one. Someone once said on Twitter, "He might have gone too far, but love will make you do crazy things," another person said. Others were less sympathetic, highlighting the dangers of participating in public discussions, especially for a. The story has also rekindled conversations about how public personalities handle disputes and the stress of being constantly watched for Jim Jones. This latest disagreement could have legal and professional repercussions. One fan commented on Instagram, "High-profile figures like Jones, You have to be smarter when you're in the public eye. Charges of assault could result in court appearances, fines, or even incarceration. Additionally, his reputation could be further harmed by the widespread media coverage of the incident, which could eclipse his music and business endeavors. While Jones's supporters are supporting him and pleading with the courts to be forgiving, others are urging the rapper to use more restraint going forward. The argument serves as a clear reminder of how easily emotions may flare up and the negative effects of allowing them to do so in public places. The main concern is Jim Jones's future. Will he run into serious legal issues, or will this be resolved as? What effect will this have on his relationship with Chrissy, who has been an important part of his life for years? And will it just make for another headline in the frequently turbulent world of celebrity drama? Whether you view this occurrence as an overreaching gesture of loyalty or as a temporary error of judgment, there is little doubt that it will be discussed for weeks to come. The rapper's complicated life story is further complicated by the account of Jim Jones' public altercation with Chrissy's ex.
So when they broke it up, he was calm because security was yoking up the other guy.
Yeah, it didn't even look shit. The energy Jim was getting, even when it ended, was like, hey, I don't know what happened, you know? So hopefully that old man got to.
A significant change occurred when Harlem rapper Jim Jones was imprisoned following an intense altercation with Christy Lynn's ex-boyfriend in public. According to witnesses, the incident descended into chaos in a crowded public space as tensions rose. The altercation, which caught the notice of both police officers and onlookers, led to Jones' arrest. Serious questions concerning the price of devotion, public conflicts, and the perpetual vigilance of celebrity are brought up by this most recent occurrence. Fans of Christy Layman and Jim Jones have long attracted attention, both on and off screen, due to their intense and often turbulent relationship, as shown on Hip Hop and Love. According to several eyewitness accounts, Jim Jones and Chrissy were out on a casual outing when they unexpectedly ran into Chrissy's ex-boyfriend. The atmosphere immediately changed as it became clear that there were still unresolved tensions between the two, despite the initial polite introductions. Two males following an apparent disrespectful verbal argument, things became heated. According to reports, Chrissy's ex-boyfriend said something about her that seemed purposefully offensive to everyone around her. Jim Jones, who has always stood up for his family, was clearly upset. Jones, who grew up in Harlem and has a reputation for being feisty and violent, was committed to controlling the situation. Witnesses reported that the rapper's body language conveyed a mixture of anger and defensiveness as he spoke to the ex. The first was a verbal sparring session. The two men bartered as the station became more crowded. Witnesses were shocked by the image, and one witness, who asked to remain nameless, reported strikes. One moment they were debating, the next fighting. Jim wasn't holding back and was obviously heated. Pictures from the incident, which were swiftly circulated on social media, depict the tumultuous scene. A few films catch the first argument. Others point out that a crowd of horrified onlookers surrounded the two men during the physical conflict, which unavoidably caught the local police's attention. Jim Jones was taken into custody and taken to a nearby police car by the cops who were on the scene in a matter of minutes. His face was a mixture of despair and frustration at this moment. Jones was charged with assault and disturbing the peace, though it's unknown if Christy's ex-boyfriend was also taken into custody or if he intends to file charges.